Coronation Street's Lisa Swain faces her darkest demons in gut-wrenching therapy journey. Next week on Coronation Street, fans will witness a raw, emotional turning point for Lisa Swain, as the tough-as-nails detective takes her first steps into therapy, a journey that promises to shake the very foundations of her life and force her to confront harrowing truths about her past. What begins as a reluctant attempt at healing quickly spirals into a full-blown emotional reckoning, unearthing secrets long buried and pain long ignored. The reluctant patient. Lisa's guarded heart. Lisa Swain has never been the type to wear her heart on her sleeve. Throughout her time in Weatherfield, she's earned a reputation for being a strong, principled, no-nonsense figure, the sort of woman who commands respect and rarely lets her emotions surface. But beneath her composed exterior lies a turbulent sea of grief, guilt, and unresolved trauma. Lisa's had it really tough lately, and despite her usual hard exterior, she hasn't been coping well, a show insider reveals. She's been holding everything in, trying to soldier on as she always has. But everyone has a breaking point, and Lisa might be closer to hers than she realizes. It's her partner Carla Connor who finally convinces Lisa to consider therapy. Carla, having dealt with her own share of trauma and emotional turmoil, recognizes the signs that Lisa is unraveling, even if Lisa can't see it herself. At first, Lisa resists the idea completely. To her, therapy feels like a sign of weakness, an admission that she isn't in control. But Carla is persistent, gently reminding her that strength sometimes means being vulnerable. Reluctantly, Lisa agrees to give it a try, unaware of just how deep the rabbit hole will go. A therapy session that changes everything. Lisa's first session begins with hesitation. She sits stiffly on the therapist's couch, arms crossed, offering curt responses and avoiding eye contact. But her defenses are soon tested when the therapist steers the conversation toward Becky, Lisa's late wife whose death has haunted her for years. The mention of Becky stops Lisa in her tracks. For a moment, the usually composed detective is left speechless. Her mind floods with memories. The way Becky used to laugh, the long nights they spent planning their future, and the day everything came crashing down. Lisa tries to brush it off. That's the past, she says tightly. I've moved on. But the therapist gently pushes back, encouraging her to explore what she's truly feeling, not just about Becky's death, but about the unresolved questions and suspicions surrounding her. What the therapist doesn't know, and what Lisa has never fully admitted to anyone, including Carla, is that Becky wasn't just a tragic loss. She was a complicated figure with secrets of her own, secrets that Lisa has spent years trying to hide. The truth about Becky, a tarnished legacy. Becky, once a celebrated officer in the force, died under mysterious circumstances during an internal investigation. At the time, the official line was that she had taken her own life after being overwhelmed by personal struggles. But whispers of corruption, misconduct, and suppressed evidence have followed her legacy ever since. Recently, Lisa discovered that her daughter Betsy, Becky's biological child, has started asking questions. Betsy only recently learned that her late mom might not have been the upstanding cop she believed. That revelation has shaken their already fragile relationship, with Betsy struggling to reconcile the woman she remembers with the allegations now surfacing. And Lisa? She's stuck in the middle, trying to protect her daughter's memories while also shielding her from the darker truths she's unearthed. From information about Kit's shady conduct, to Becky's police investigation, Lisa's sitting on a lot of secrets, says the Corey insider. And just one slip-up could result in serious consequences for her and her family. Kit Green, a former colleague of both Lisa and Becky, is another piece of the puzzle. Once thought to be a loyal ally, Kit's name has come up in several questionable cases tied to misconduct and internal affairs investigations. Lisa has kept quiet about the extent of what she knows, but if the therapy sessions continue pulling at the thread, her silence might not hold much longer. Flashbacks and ghosts of the past. As the therapy sessions continue, Lisa is plagued by intense emotional flashbacks. She dreams of Becky, sometimes as the loving partner she lost, other times as the haunted figure she tried to save but ultimately couldn't. The weight of guilt is overwhelming. Was there more she could have done? Did she ignore the signs? These dreams bleed into her waking life, affecting her work and her relationship with Carla. She's short-tempered at home, distracted at the station, and finds herself lashing out at the people trying to support her. Carla, while understanding, begins to feel the strain. It's heartbreaking for Carla, a production source shares. She wants to be there for Lisa, but she also knows she can't fix this for her. Lisa has to do the work herself. Betsy's search for the truth. Meanwhile, Betsy's curiosity about her mother intensifies. She starts digging into old files, visiting old colleagues, and even confronts Lisa about what she knows. Did Mum really break the law? She asks, her voice trembling. Did she hurt people? Lisa, caught off guard, lies at first, telling Betsy that Becky was a good cop who just got overwhelmed. But as the guilt eats away at her, she starts to reconsider. Could honesty finally bring healing, or would it destroy the last shred of trust between them? Therapy, for all its pain, is starting to force Lisa into these reckonings. She's beginning to understand that healing isn't about burying the past, but facing it head-on, no matter how messy or painful it might be. The ticking clock of consequences. As Lisa's walls start to crumble, so too does the facade she's carefully constructed over the years. A few quiet conversations with Carla hint at the possibility that Becky was involved in a network of cover-ups tied to Kit, and that Lisa might have helped bury the truth out of love and loyalty. The therapist, sensing that Lisa is on the verge of a major breakthrough, continues to guide her deeper. But each revelation brings its own risks. What if someone else finds out? What if Betsy discovers the full story? What if Lisa's own career is threatened? The circumstances around Becky's death are still shrouded in mystery, our source reiterates. There's no limit to how deep Lisa's cover-up of Becky's behavior could go. And now that she's starting to talk, even in private, that truth could start spilling out in ways she never intended. Carla and Lisa. A love tested. Carla and Lisa's relationship becomes one of the emotional anchors of the storyline. As Lisa begins to unravel, Carla remains by her side, supportive but also honest about how much she can endure. Lisa, I love you, she says during one particularly fraught moment. But I can't watch you destroy yourself. You need to open up. To me, to the therapist, to Betsy. Or this, won't survive. It's a wake-up call Lisa can't ignore. And for once, instead of pushing Carla away, she finally lets her guard down, if only for a moment. Will therapy help or harm? The central question remains. Will therapy be the lifeline Lisa so desperately needs, or will it crack open a world of pain she isn't prepared to deal with? In true Coronation Street fashion, the answers won't come easily. The show promises a long, slow burn arc filled with emotional depth, shocking twists, and difficult decisions. Lisa's journey isn't just about grief, the insider says. It's about what we do with guilt. About how we honor the people we've lost while still being honest about who they really were. And about what kind of legacy we leave behind for our children. What comes next? In the coming weeks, viewers can expect flashbacks revealing never-before-seen aspects of Lisa and Becky's relationship. Betsy conducting her own secret investigation into her mom's past. Carla grappling with whether she can truly trust Lisa. A potential re-emergence of Kit Green, and new information that could change everything. A shocking decision from Lisa that could cost her career, her family, or both. Final thoughts. Lisa Swain's defining chapter. Lisa Swain's therapy journey marks one of the most emotionally powerful arcs in recent Coronation Street history. By confronting the pain she's spent years running from, she not only risks exposing the truth, she also opens the door to real healing. But with secrets that could destroy everything she holds dear, will Lisa survive the fallout? Or will this brave step toward healing shatter her life beyond repair? One thing is certain, fans won't want to miss a single moment. Stay tuned to Coronation Street next week. Lisa's emotional reckoning begins, and Weatherfield may never be the same again.